Hi, and well, crack.
Hi.
Hi, and welcome to D-Up Gaming Podcast, episode 16. I'm your host, Jeff, and joining me is my co-host, Jesse.
Hi there.
What are you playing this week?
Pretty much more of the same, but I guess I'm in the end game of God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm starting to get all defeated some of these enemies. I'm not going to say who. It's really hard to talk about a game like this without spoiling it.
Optional?
But, yes.
Optional bosses.
That are kind of hidden, and then you have to discover them. And then I've beaten the last final one of that as big as possible. I'm trying to get the platinum, so I'm going through now stage by stage, finding all the hidden collectibles and stuff.
How far along are you? Do you know?
Like 73%. Of how much the map? It said 86% that I've done so far. So yeah, just a few things here and there, because I've collected a lot of stuff along the way. So
trophy wise, 73%.
Yeah.
Each. Okay. Yeah. And how many hours has that been?
There's no timer in this game.
Okay.
So I couldn't tell you. Having recently played Shadow of Mordor, and that was like about 20 hours. I think I've maybe 24 so far in this one, I would say. Yeah.
So pretty long for a God of War game.
Yes.
Not too long for video games, but
pretty long for a God of War game, because last couple ones, like, I beat like in a day. Like the whole story.
And there's nothing.
And these ones are a lot. Yeah, there's usually nothing after, unless, like, again, doing cleanup to get the platinum and stuff. But
this has been, everything has been new.
Yeah,
different.
New and different. A lot, like I said, a lot more open. Side missions and like hidden areas. Yeah.
Sounds like a good buy.
A lot of game.
Let's get started. Red Dead Redemption, set to release October 26th, 2018.
Yes.
Releases trailer 3 on May 2nd.
Okay.
Did you watch that?
Yeah. Saw the latest trailer.
So it's been 3 trailers, and I thought we should start to actually talk about it. It made it to one of our segments before.
Yeah.
When it got delayed.
Right.
So now we're going to talk some more about it. The game is a prequel to 2010's Red Dead Redemption, which was released only on PS3 and Xbox 360. Nowhere else. The story follows outlaw Arthur Morgan, who was a member of the Dutch Vanderland gang in the year 1899, which is the final years of the American Old West as they told in the trailers. There will be recurring characters from the first game, including the protagonist of the first game, John Marston. The honor system makes its return, which is how settlements and towns and other groups of people react to the player, depending on how you've been treating NPCs and how you interact with them.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Excited about this game?
Rockstar has a pedigree of making really good games. I'm more interested in this one than I would say Grand Theft Auto. Maybe because of the Old West setting. I feel like in this one you kind of create your own story instead of playing other people's stories. At least that's what it seems like. Because of the whole honor system. Oh. Yeah, I feel like you're definitely gonna have like different takes on the game from other people, which is pretty cool. Like, oh, when I came across this guy, how did he react? Yeah. You could be talking about the exact same person, but how they react based on how you guys played would be completely different.
And I do have faith in Rockstar in the sense that I don't think the honor system is a paragon and renegade. It's just like yes or no, or good or bad.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that my faith is,
there's a lot of detail there.
Yeah, it's placed right, and that it's more like a scale, and it's not just you're good, you're bad.
Yeah, they probably have more than one reaction to different things. Hopefully.
Yeah. Now it's important to note that neither of us have played that
the
first
original
game,
right?
Which is what I kind of want to bring up.
Okay.
Is the game was only released on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Huh.
Is it on us or is it on them to make sure we play the first one?
Well,
it is a prequel. Now let's put it out there first.
Yes.
It is a prequel, so we don't exactly need to know
Right.
what really happened in the first one.
First one.
But we know in these type of situations, there's always payoffs, right?
Right.
When
Callbacks.
Callbacks, payoffs that you just get the, I know what happens here. And it's just way cooler when you get that frame of reference. The game was released 8 years ago. And it's only on the 7th gen systems. So let me say that question again then. Is it on us or is it on them to make sure we get to play the first game first?
I say, well, you can play the first game because I know it recently, I don't know how recently, but they have it for backwards compatibility on Xbox One.
Yep.
I don't know, haven't checked if it's on PlayStation now. I mean, can you play it that way? As in going back, maybe they might have a previously, no, it's a prequel, so never mind.
Yeah. Later on.
Later on.
Yeah, I thought about that and I'm like, wait, this is a prequel.
Well, I look at the Grand Theft Auto series.
Right.
I don't think you necessarily would have to have played any of the others because they're all different protagonists. But this one, as you said, mentions a guy who was in the previous
You
entry.
will come across John Marston.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically been confirmed, right? Whereas when I played 4,
yeah,
I'm not sure if CJ was going to be in it from San Andreas. It's GTA we're talking about. So for GTA, I understand. It's just completely different stories, completely different cities.
Right. I'm assuming however they write the game, you probably won't have to, but like you said, you'll get a little bit extra if you have played before. Because I look at like God of War. Mm-hmm. I think this one, you don't necessarily have to have played the previous ones because it's a kind of a completely different setting, but you do get some nods if you know at least something about.
Yeah, and there's that moment that's just that much sweeter.
Yeah.
Have you gone through 4 other games before that, right? So a good way to remedy this, I think, is what Ubisoft did with South Park: A Fractured But Whole.
Right.
When they released that game and you get a downloadable code for Stick of Truth on PS4 and Xbox One, which is, as far as I know, the only way to get them on those systems.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I mean,
as a pre-order bonus or something, that is a good way to do it. They have, for the PS4, like, they brought back the Grand Theft Auto trilogy, which is still PS2 games.
Yes.
But they just have trophy support that you can play on your PS4. So, yeah, again, I don't think they'll have to really do too much. Maybe just add a few things here or there. Like, maybe add the Undead Nightmare DLC, possibly.
Again, we don't know how much work it has to go into it, but we assume
that
it's
would be
not
nice.
That great.
That being said, though, those are pretty big games. Or at least,
they are big games.
Yeah. For you to play through the whole of that before you even touch Red Dead 2 when it comes out, that might be a thing. Unless they do like a seriously early pre-order bonus.
But there are people out there who are.
Yeah.
I know you're kind of that way as well. You like to play the series as is released.
Yeah.
Kind of why you haven't gone back to Yakuza.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because you didn't want to play through.
Right. I'm like on the second one. That's it.
So you're one of them, and I know there are people out there who's just like, okay, there's a first game. I'm not going to touch this one. Mm-hmm. So that might affect sales a little bit.
Yeah, so that might be possible.
So in a sense, I'm thinking, like, is this... Again, that question is always going to be in my mind. Is it on us or on them? Mm-hmm. Sure, I can go back and buy it on the PS3. I assume it's not that much now. The game is not that much now. But that's assuming if I have a PS3 or Xbox 360. That still work.
Yeah. I'm still plugged in. Even that.
Yeah, it's probably... Some people just sold it to get a PS4. Uh-huh. Or to get an Xbox.
The system away, don't have the room.
Now, if you have Xbox, that's great for you because
at least
Microsoft does have a great backwards compatibility system. We will have to check PlayStation now, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that. But let's get back to the game itself. The game, I am excited for it. And just like you, I'm probably more excited about this than GTA.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Might just be because there's usually an honor system amongst cowboys and these outlaws, right? Even though they're
outlaws, they're still a way about doing things.
There's a code.
Yeah. No, yeah. You don't just shoot a guy in the back. You
duel,
challenge them. high noon, face off, and then you take them out.
So the PlayStation 2 Classics are being added to PlayStation Now, starting this month. They will add the HD presentation to these games, and of course, like you like, trophy support. The first 3 games to come to the PlayStation Now are Ape Escape 2, Dark Cloud 2, and Hot Shots Tennis. And according to the Euro PlayStation blog, Dark Cloud 1 is also coming, Fantavision, Rogue Galaxy, Ark the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits, Okage Shadow King, Kinetica, Wild Arms 3, Primal, and Siren, known as Forbidden Siren in the PAL region. I heard a few oohs and ahs in there, which I'm very excited about.
Rogue Galaxy, because I started playing that, but I never finished it, and I really liked it. Dark Cloud 2, I'd want to play that.
What about Dark Cloud?
The original? Yeah. The first?
I heard Dark Cloud 2 is just
more of the same. Yeah.
I heard it's much better.
Oh yes, it has like this whole. I think of what I remember. Like when you beat a stage, you could go back and play like this golf game or something like that.
Okay.
It's been a while.
And Kinetica, you sounded excited.
Yeah, I like that game. You know what? You probably, if you go back, you probably didn't get that many good reviews. But I remember it was like this racing game where the people had these kind of suits and you would switch lanes and stuff. Really cool, like, and I had fun with it. It was one of those early PlayStation 2 games, so it's probably not as good as I remember, but
I remember being very colorful.
Yeah.
Very fast. The sense of speed in that game is amazing.
It was awesome.
What I want to bring up is all these games are already available on the PlayStation Store as separate titles.
Okay. Yes.
So you can buy them separately. Which brings me to my worries when I read this is, are they taking those away? Soon enough. Once they've backed up all of these, the ones that are currently in the PlayStation Store, once they put them all on Now, are they taking those away? And
Probably
forcing
not.
you to do Now? I'm very worried about that.
I don't see that as a business sense. Why limit your scope? Because how many people have Now compared to how many people can possibly buy your game normally? Why? I mean, unless you... I don't think these are like system sellers for Now. Like, I really wanted to play Ape Escape 2.
Yes.
And if this is the only way I can get it, and I couldn't buy it anymore, well, I'm going to switch to Now as a service. I'm going to get monthly or yearly or however you want to pay in order to play this game. Like,
I'm thinking it kind of like the Netflix model. Is in you don't have to buy each movie.
Right.
But here's a ton of not so great movies.
Yeah.
Or tons of movies that you like, but not...
But yeah, you maybe
you don't
not
love
want
or crave.
Right, get the DVD or Blu-ray for.
But we got 100 of those, and it's $9.99 a month. So individually, they might not sell the service. But like you said, you said your oohs and ahs to Kinetica, Wild Arms 3, Dark Cloud 2, and Ape Escape.
Right,
that's
and
about
like
5
you said,
games.
They're already there.
Yeah. And there's going to be more added to this, right? We saw a list of PlayStation 2. By the way, Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 is already on PlayStation Now. So that might be one way to draw guys in now. So I'm worried about, in the sense of backwards compatibility. This might be the only way we are ever going to see it moving forward. Outside of Microsoft, which is the only place doing actual backwards compatibility without having to pay for it.
Yeah,
because
I
don't know how many times I bought Super Mario Brothers from Nintendo, right?
Yeah, that's their own thing. Well, they know that
they know you're gonna buy it again
and over and again.
Every console you buy, you're gonna spend $5 on Super Mario Brothers. They know it.
They got you there.
Yeah.
But is PlayStation Now really that popular? Or are they trying to make it popular?
They are,
because
absolutely. I think
Game Pass with Xbox. It did great numbers, I heard, for Sea of Thieves. So, and then State of Decay is coming. Maybe this is their push, like you say.
Yeah. And let's not forget, PlayStation Now, you can actually do it. You can connect it to a PC and actually play on there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
you just have the...
So they're not just drawing in PlayStation owners.
Right.
They're drawing in game fans in general. So I can see them moving forward, even PlayStation 5 and up. Are we seeing a subscription model?
The only way to get backwards compatibility is
it's going to be that
Now.
we're not going to be able to buy them. I'm not going to be able to buy Dark Cloud 2, which I did for $5.99.
Right.
And be done with it. Every time I want to play Dark Cloud 2, it's going to be $9.99 per month. Sorry, $19.99 per month.
Uh-huh.
And $44.99 for a 3-month subscription. That's the price to pay to play Dark Cloud.
Dark Cloud 2 on your PlayStation 5.
On my PlayStation 5, 6, 7, 8. Like,
or whatever. Yeah.
I already bought it once on PlayStation 4 for $6.99, $5.99.
I mean, the whole idea of because you bought it on this system that you should be able to play on that system. With me, I say like that's not what you really paid for.
Yeah.
Just because I bought it once. I mean, because I bought a movie on VHS, that means I'm supposed to get the DVD version or the Blu-ray version or the streaming version. No, they are going to sell you that again and again on those different versions. So, I mean, that's just the price of doing business. That's how I see it. It's nice. It's nice if you could do that. As much as we love to just buy, especially like on Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, buy it once on your DS and play on your 3DS and then play it on your Switch or whatever system they have. Yeah. But again, they're just going to sell you a different version on a different system.
Yeah. So dirty. It's so dirty.
Yeah. Well,
business is business.
Business is business.
Press X2.
Nintendo is getting sued over the design of the detachable Switch console controllers.
Yeah.
Apparently, Nintendo's being sued by Gamevice, which claims their controllers for the Nintendo Switch consoles infringe on a patent because they make similar controllers that kind of attach to the size of like a tablet or your phone with like joysticks and pads that look a lot like the Switch. Press X to...
Press X to...
Do you think it's viable? Like...
No, man. It's just... Press X to just... What are you doing, man? Yeah. That's what comes with success, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I think it is. It's one of those things, yeah. Like you said, it comes with success.
Yeah.
So let's get into patent. Maybe they'll just pay us to go away kind of thing. We don't think we'll really win, but hey, because they can't sell their stuff. Because I know that similar thing happened with, I know way back when, with the PS3, when the controllers first came out, there was a company that sort of had a patent on Rumble. So that's why they didn't even bring out Rumble right away with the PS3 controllers, because as long as it's going through legal issues, they can't put it into their things. So that I think that's what's happening here. They wanted them to kind of cease and desist selling out Switch, and that's going to hurt Nintendo. So make us go away by paying us off. That's what I'm thinking is happening.
Even if that's not what they're thinking,
it
will help getting your name out there too.
Yeah, that's true. It's like advertising.
That product that I've never seen before is now on IGN, right?
Yeah.
That picture of that weird looking thing is now on IGN. Now everyone's gonna know.
It's like, I have a tablet. Maybe I want something like the Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine that their numbers might have gotten a boost.
Right. It is like free advertising.
Yeah, it's free advertising. Just like, well, it's not free because you got to still pay to sue them.
To sue them, yeah.
But
in a way,
it is kind of like advertising. It is kind of like if they pay us even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that sucks. The Switch is going through a lot.
Yeah.
Got cracked, and now got some numbers for you because you're a stat guy.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
Sold 2.6 million in 2 weeks. 3.4 million in 3 months. Monster Hunter World on both systems sold almost 2.5 million in 1 week. Uncharted 4, which is one of the biggest selling games on PlayStation, sitting at around 9+ million all time.
Okay.
Sold 2.7 million in its first week. God of War sold 3.1 million in 3 days.
Yes.
Press X2.
Press X2, like, I'm surprised, but also not surprised in a sense.
Is that good?
Yeah, it is a good game, and there has been some hype, and as you can see from the scores and everything, and it's kind of totally worth it as I would say a system seller. Yeah. But I'm also surprised that that's pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not surprised at how much it sold, but how quickly it sold that. Like
3 days.
Seems like people are just waiting for this to finally come out, and then boom, 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 boom. Let's buy it up.
It took Horizon Zero Dawn 3 months to reach that number.
Yeah.
Well, to get around that number.
Near that, yeah.
This is like Game of the Year numbers. Is it Game of the Year so far for you?
So far, yes.
Easily?
Yeah. What else has come out?
That's
Monster Hunter.
True. And you're not a big fan of that.
I mean, that's a great game, and
you enjoy a little bit of it. But
I wouldn't say I love it as much.
Yeah, it's no Kratos.
as God of War. Really much else I can say that's on that level.
So
far, yes. I would
early
say
Game of the Year.
Early Game of the Year.
But like 3.1 in 3 days, that's like that's some GOAT status. It feels like greatest of all time.
I can't say.
Status, like.
Yeah, what other games that quickly? Like, what were GTA's numbers? Maybe was it 1 billion? I know their 1 day sale was like ridiculous too. So yeah, but that's multi-platform.
Multi-platform, online, multiplayer, shark cards.
Yeah.
Microtransactions. So yeah. You're not going to compete with that, with the story based game. Single player experience.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm press X to congratulate them.
Yeah.
The Chinese police have arrested 15 people suspected of creating cheat programs for the popular game PlayerUnknown Battleground, PUBG. It seems the people have been making cheats that help you aim better, last longer, and spot the competitive shooters. The 15 suspects have been fined about 30 million yuan, which works out to about 3.5 million pounds, for profiting from the cheats. So this is big money.
Each?
I think it's a total of how much they've been made off of these cheats. Press X to...
Wow. Press X to start making some cheat programs.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Like,
that's a lot of money.
The fact that the police got involved for busting people on cheats, that's what I thought was interesting in the first place.
Yes.
But to realize, because they're making this type of money, like... You know, like...
you better crack down on that.
You better crack on that. Yeah. Because then there'll be cheats everywhere on everything. Because, like you said, let me get into the cheating game if I can make that type of loot.
Yeah. But I do know that they got arrested also because some of them are stealing information, I think.
Oh, okay.
You have to download them, attach it to the program, and I think some of them are stealing player information.
Oh, that too, on top of that.
I'm sure not all 15 of them are doing that, but I'm sure there's some out there, and they got to put a stop to that, right?
Yeah.
Because that's dangerous. People have their... I'm assuming you put credit cards on there.
Yeah. Or just personal information in general that can lead to credit card fraud and all the other things. So
cheats, man. I personally do not like cheating.
Yeah.
In games.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that look at the guy and just like, how can you cheat and feel good about yourself?
Yeah, I know. It's like it feels like hollow victory. Like, I'm not good.
We've both seen people that cheat and feel like they're the big shot.
I want to talk, trash and stuff.
I don't get it. How?
Okay.
Got a quick game for you.
Okay.
All right, I need you to press X to guess. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, Injustice 2, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Which one is leading in EVO 2018 registration count?
Probably Smash Brothers Melee.
Super Smash Bros. Melee is number 4.
4, oh.
Still, like we talked about before, still above Smash Bros. Wii U.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Reason why I brought this up is number 1 is Dragon Ball FighterZ with a big lead, actually.
Yeah.
Press X2.
Press X2.
Above Street Fighter V.
I'm surprised, actually, in a sense. Well, no, yes and no. Because I feel that game hams are really good. Like, competitive people really like it, and casuals really like it. And it has that balance. Where I feel like with Smash Brothers, it's more of the casuals, even though they're hardcore, but I feel the hardcore isn't as big as, say, like a Street Fighter V or Tekken. But I feel Dragon Ball is coming up amongst the hardcore, and it still has that casual base. Yeah. So it's probably, that does make sense now.
Evolution Championship Series founder and tournament organizer Joey Kuehler posted April 2nd list of registration counts.
Yeah.
On May 2nd, he updated it. The order hasn't changed, but Dragon Ball FighterZ apparently had a huge lead in April.
Right.
Has a bigger lead in May.
Oh, okay.
Over Street Fighter number 2, Tekken and number 3. I'm just surprised how big this game has gotten. An anime
That's
game
another
at
thing
that.
too. I feel like even if you're really good at it, like I think there's a broader amount of people that can be good. Like you just play like these Street Fighter guys, and it's kind of the same Street Fighter guys
True.
that are winning all these tournaments, and you feel like you don't really have a chance.
Yeah.
But I feel with this game, there really hasn't been, at least what I've seen, that person that stands out or a few people that stand out that are just way better than anybody else, and you have no chance of whatsoever playing them if they're in the same tournament.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some of that going on there, and because it's so new, the cream of the crop hasn't really come out as much.
So you're thinking everyone, a lot of
like,
people are playing this game.
yeah. So let me register because I feel I can compete.
So there are a bunch of noobs out there who don't know they're noobs. That's what you're saying.
Well, no. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the field is the gap between the very, very best and maybe the not so very best isn't as big as some of these other established games that have been around. You know, because like the Tekken players have been playing Tekken forever.
Yeah.
The Street Fighter players have been playing Street Fighter forever.
Yeah.
The Melee players have been playing Smash forever. You know, this is a new game. And
then you got Justin
plus those
Wong,
other things,
who's like third in everything.
and everything.
That guy plays every single fight.
And good at all of them. Like a couple games have been put into the Video Game Hall of Fame this week. The inductees are Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider, John Madden Football.
Which one?
The original, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
John Madden Football. I believe it was on the PC like in '93. Have to look into that. And Spacewar. Have you heard about that one?
Never heard of that one.
That one is because I had to look it up when I found out this article. Apparently, that's like one of the very like first video games. It was never really released commercially. It was developed at MIT using a PD-1 mini computer. It was on a
sounds like an Android.
Also
movie.
scopic display. Oh, right, because I've heard about that. There are these displays that I think measured electricity or something, and people kind of hacked them in order to make a game.
Okay.
And basically what this game is. So it was like the very first video game kind of in recorded history. Oh, sorry. So basically, what do you think about these games? Press X to...
Press X to congratulate all of them.
All of them? Yeah.
Being recognized always great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, which one's Final Fantasy 7?
7?
Yeah. Love that game. Tomb Raider, of course, spawned a multi-million franchise.
Yeah.
Madden football, I mean, that's not...
Again, a multi-million franchise.
Yeah, just...
These are like...
billion probably dollars. Like,
these are like touchstone games, sounds like.
These guys are cornerstones of their respective franchises.
Yeah.
Even though Final Fantasy 7 may not be the best one of the franchise,
it's had to set off popularity, I think.
It's definitely
the PS
most popular out of all of them, I would say so, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, it set off like the whole PlayStation 1 originals. Like that was the one I remember seeing like commercials for, and people who weren't really into video games. Oh yeah, what's that
Just
thing?
mass media attention.
Really.
And I'm freaked out about that remake. I hope that if the remake like bombs, I hope they don't just take this game out of the Hall of Fame. Can you de-Hall of Fame?
De-Hall of Fame. No, not on a remake.
Yeah, and what about Shadow of Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
What if that one sucks?
Like a great movie like say Psycho, they had a remake, and if that movie wasn't good, it's not
the first one is
this one is terrible now. Yeah.
No, but it's always great to see these games go into Hall of Fame. We should start a Hall of Fame. On the topic of Madden NFL football.
Okay.
Rex Dickson, the creative director of EA's Madden NFL series since 2012, has left the franchise and the company. He's been there for 12 years. To quote, "There is no drama or deeper story here. This decision was made after many discussions with other team leaders, and we collectively agreed that this was the best path forward for everyone involved. This is as much for me and my family as it is about giving the team, the community, and the Madden franchise a chance for a new direction." Press X2.
Press X2. Well, this seems like the age we're kind of living in. I don't think this is a big deal in the sense. Maybe he just wanted to do something else. But I feel like if you're the main director of a game now and you kind of leave, word gets out and it's like, oh, there's something wrong with the franchise, you know? Like, oh no, such and such left Uncharted. Amy,
Amy
or
Henning, I think,
yes,
right?
Yeah,
but she left
what
in
does
the
that
middle.
mean? That's true. That was in the middle. This is like,
weird.
well, how the Madden
awesome.
games are made, I'm assume they come out in August, so this is in the middle of of making that.
Or is this debugging? Is this debugging phase probably, right?
Yeah, this part, it's probably cleaning up what's left, but still, like. Yeah, like I said, this is the age where you feel you have to make a statement. I don't think there's anything that big about it. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to see maybe there might be something completely different about the Madden series. As much, I always seem like I'm an apologist for all these games out there. As much as people say, oh, the Madden series hasn't changed, they need competition, it's kind of the same old. That might be kind of true, but I didn't know. When I look at a lot of these sports games, it's like, how much more can you really add? Because as you can see over the years, they get more and more complicated. So if you're adding new features and new things, like, you really have to know and remember all these moves and commands, and then it's hard to get into. Like, how do you bring that simplicity but still make it complex enough, but still make it better than and add more than the previous year? It's a hard thing to do.
And to your competition point, you'd be out of your mind right now to try to come up with an NFL game.
Oh yeah, football game without the NFL license.
NFL license, and even if you get the NFL license, say you get to split it.
Yes.
They have years and years and years of experience behind that game.
Yeah.
This is like how NBA Live is trying to play catch up to 2K.
Right. Like, they took some time off, and that was.
They have to bring people over. They have to steal directors from 2K to try to make it work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money that you have to throw in to making a competition for NFL.
Right.
But what I want to ask you is not so much why he left or whatever. Is he did mention a new direction.
I did.
Are you excited for the future?
Oh, for the future? For Madden?
Yeah. Let's put it this way. Under Dickson, the Madden NFL franchise introduced the connected franchise mode in NFL 13.
Okay.
Brought over someone from NFL Films to oversee the changes to broadcast presentation in the game.
Right.
Introduced a live commentary system in NFL 17. And in NFL 18, they delivered the series' first story mode.
Yeah.
That's with him at the helm.
I like to see more of the story modes. I think in all the EA franchises, they're pretty good, because these games are kind of RPGs when you think about it. You create your player, you give them stats, you get stat boosts, you try to build them up by doing battles or playing the game. Yeah. So to see like the story mode evolve, like I said, I don't know how much more you can add to the game to make it more realistic without making it not fun. Make real simulation game, and then I don't know.
Real is not
too
fun.
real. Yeah.
Yes, too real is not fun.
Sometimes.
You might as well just play the real thing.
To see somebody else do that's interesting. I mean, it might be scary because it could go two ways. It could completely nosedive, or it can get even better. But this might be a time for some change.
Thank you for sticking with us. This has been episode 16 of the Up Gaming Podcast. If you like us, please drop a like and a comment below. Share it with your friends if you want to. Click subscribe and the bell next to it to stay up to date with our stuff. We're on iTunes and Anchor in audio format. So if you don't like our faces, please go there, listen to us. Visit theupgaming.wordpress.com as our website. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at d_up_gaming. This has been The Up Gaming episode 16. Thank you. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jassy, and we are
D Up.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to kind of get it. What do we do now?
Ending.
Oh, the ending. It's like, what do we do?